Hello, hello, you too. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I am on here to talk about prayer. Okay? Okay. How does a Christian man or woman know that Jesus Christ got the prayer request? How do they know that? The prayer. Okay? Today in the church, people are just going through the motions. They just praying. But nobody, how do you know that he got it? How do you know that the prayer request got through? A lot of Christian men and women are just praying. But how do you know? For prayer to be effective, Jesus needs to be speaking back to you. If Jesus is not speaking back to you out of his word, then you're just going through the motions. Jesus Christ is confirming the prayer request that you submitted to him. How does a Christian man or woman know that Jesus Christ got a prayer request? It's a some ask, how you know Jesus Christ is speaking to you? Because the peace that passes all understanding is in my heart. The peace of God that passes all understanding. That's how I know God is speaking to me, because the peace of God that passes all understanding. So, submitting your prayer request to Jesus Christ. Now, how does a Christian man or woman know that the prayer that they submitted to Christ? He says, submit your prayer request with supplication and thanksgiving. But how do you know that the prayer request got through? Now, if a Christian man or woman, a person who has a relationship with Jesus, if you always talking, but you never let Jesus speak back to you, that's why Christian men and women get up frustrated, they get up mad, because guess what? A lot of Christian men and women think that they supposed to do all the talking, but they never let Jesus Christ talk back to them. For prayer to be effective, Jesus needs to be speaking back to you. He only speak out of his word only, out of her only. He only speak out of his word only. A lot of Christian men and women are not listening to Jesus Christ. So how do you know that the prayer got through? If you took a poll and you asked a lot of Christian men and women, what did Jesus Christ say to you? They probably wouldn't know, because they wasn't listening. People in the church, in the body of Christ, don't listen. They're not listening to Jesus. All they doing is praying. I want to know that the prayer request got through. How do you know that? Isaiah 55:11. So is my word that goes forth from my mouth. It will not return to me void and empty. It will accomplish what I achieved the purpose of when I sent it. Isaiah 55, Hebrews 6:11. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. So that's how I know that my prayer request got through, because I'm listening to the voice of Jesus Christ as he's speaking to me out of his word. Okay, prayer is not about what you say. It's not. It's really about Jesus Christ speaking back to you. That's what prayer is really about. When you submit your prayer request to Jesus Christ, you want to know that the prayer request got through. Well, how would you know that if you're not listening? Psalms 85 says, I will listen. I will listen carefully what the Lord is saying. A lot of Christian men and women are not listening to what Jesus Christ is saying. He only speaks out of his word. So I know that Jesus Christ heard my prayer request, because I learned Jesus Christ has taught me how to close my mouth and listen to what he's saying. That's how I know the prayer request got through, because he said it in his word. Isaiah 55:11. When his word go out from his mouth, it will not return void. It will accomplish what he sent it to do. That's Isaiah 55:11 and Hebrews 6:11. Hebrews 6:11. Yes. I want to be quiet so I can hear what Jesus Christ is saying. Prayer is not about you doing all the talking. It's really about Jesus Christ speaking to you. A lot of people in the church are missing it. You don't have to explain to Jesus Christ what's going on. And in church, we don't know how to pray. We don't People just make up stuff. We don't know what to pray. We don't know how to pray. Romans 8:26 said, you don't know what you ought to pray. I'll pray through you. I will pray through you. And that's what Jesus Christ is doing with me. It's so encouraging to know that my prayer request got through because I was listening to what he was saying. Okay? Jesus Christ is confirming the prayer request. When I submitted to him, He let me know he got it. But a lot of Christians in the church ain't listening to Jesus. They just doing all the talking. For prayer to be effective, Jesus Christ needs to be speaking back to you. If Jesus is not speaking back to you, then you're not praying, you're wasting time. Because if Jesus Christ can't speak back to you and you doing all the talking, you wasting time. Real prayer is Jesus Christ speaking back to you. If you don't let Jesus Christ speak back to you, then you just going through the motions. Psalms 85. I will listen carefully what the Lord got to say. How you know what God is speaking to you if you doing all the talking? I'm excited to listen to what God says so I can follow his instructions. That's Psalms 85 verse 8. And thank Jesus Christ for confirming his prayer, the prayer request. When you submit it to him, he let me know he got it. But I'm praying for Christians in the body of Christ. They will be quiet and listen to Jesus so they can know that the prayer request that they submitted to God got through. That's Isaiah 55:11 and Hebrews 6:11. It's Hebrews 6:11. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. And Isaiah 55:11. Bye-bye.